Welcome to episode 4 and our final episode of Birth of a Brewery. We are discussing the transition we discussed last time of R&D moving under the wing of Service Brewing. We are now in a new space, a much larger space than we've ever seen before in this series, and you can probably see some of that behind us and maybe hear a bit of the echo. We are in the former Coastal Paper Company building here in downtown Savannah, which is going to be the home of Service Brewing. So we've kind of come full circle with this series, not knowingly. It's sort of happened this way, where we're coming full circle, where we're once again back to demolition and their creation of a brewery. Lots of exciting things going on. I'm going to pass it over to Kevin to let us hear a little bit about what's been happening.
Sure. So, like I said, as you know, R&D has moved, or will be moving under the wing of Service Brewing Company. Service Brewing Company has leased this space. We've got 28,382 square feet to work with, give or take. And as you can see behind us, it's a cavernous space to work with. So we're very excited. We've gotten through all the planning process. We've done all that architectural drawings, the mechanical engineering, plumbing. Our electrical and plumbing has been completed. We've put all that out to bid. Contractors are trying to put their numbers together now, and in a few weeks we'll have those bids back so we can begin work on the space. We've got 2 bays within this building. It's a building of 4 bays, roughly 67,000 square feet. We've got 28 of that, and in the bay that we're in currently, you're standing in what will be the tasting room.
Right.
As people may know, on September 5th, the City of Savannah did pass a tours and tasting ordinance to get in line with the state laws of Georgia. So we look forward to doing tastings and tours for anyone who wants to come by the brewery and learn more about what we do. We'll have a 30-barrel system, so instead of a couple 1-barrel systems at R&D, we'll have a 30-barrel system with 60-barrel fermenters and bright tanks, so it will allow us to do a couple brews a day if we need to fill those tanks and get our beer out to the public. We'll still have the R&D systems running. We'll do all of our creative beers there using the local ingredients as we've talked about. We'll try to keep those on tap here so the tours and tastings will stay fresh and people will have new opportunities to try out what we're working on, and use the tours and tastings to get some feedback from folks as to what they enjoy and what they don't.
Sure. And we're actually right now drinking a little something that came off of the small 1-barrel system down there, R&D division, or the R&D building. It is an apricot pecan pale ale, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. I normally say pecan, but since I'm in Georgia, I've been training myself to say pecan. So they are local pecans, local apricots that we put into the beer. I wasn't able to get the oils from the pecans out, so the head suffered a little bit, but I think it's got a nice subtle taste. When you pull it off the keg, you get a big nose of pecan, and that kind of flushes away and leaves you with apricot.
It's very good. Are you guys planning to use this as like a regular offering, or is this going to be more of one of your like special offerings or one-offs? Or maybe the question is what kind of line are you looking to put out there to start?
Well, the Service Brewing will start with a pale ale and an IPA. It's the 2 beers that you've got to get out there as the largest selling beers. I think our third production beer, year-round beer, will be in the Pilsner, Wit, Helles style. Certainly for Savannah and this climate, we want a light beer that you can drink all year long, especially in the heat of the summer.
Sure.
We plan to do a seasonal every quarter, and we're going to try and use what's available in the local organic area, farming areas to produce those beers. So, if you look at the numbers, when you do a tour, a 1-hour tour, you can have up to 24 ounces of beer as part of that tour. So if I'm doing 4-ounce pours, I want to make sure that I have an opportunity to give someone a taste of each different beer, or a different beer for each 4-ounce pour. So we're going to need to have a lot available regularly. So we're looking forward to having that creative opportunity. Keeps the brewer engaged. It also allows us to engage the staff in creating things that may one day be a full year-round production.
Sure. Do you have any concerns about ramping up from the smaller system into the larger system once it's installed and everything's done, or are you putting a little bit of trust into your brewmaster and his knowledge and what he's done previously?
Definitely putting my trust and confidence in the master brewer.
Yeah.
I've never run a full-size system like that. I mean, I didn't even run the tippy system that we talked about in the last until that day. So, he is the guy behind the beer, behind the systems. We're talking to an assistant brewer now who recently graduated from Siebel, and he hasn't run a full-size system yet. So he's certainly the man that's got to get the systems up and running. With a one-barrel system, I can afford to wing it on a lot of things and not suffer a huge expense when I get it wrong. On a 30-barrel system, if we don't set it up right, you've got a multiple $5,000 to $10,000 or $20,000 mistake on your hands.
Sure.
In designing the brewery layout, the architects have helped us out quite a bit, but really it's been myself, the master brewer, and we found a few people on probrewer.com that are willing to assist us that have designed breweries previously. Additionally, 2 members of our board are, one of them's owner of a brew house in Austin, Texas, and one of them's head brewer in Alexandria, Virginia. Both of those guys just won multiple medals at the Great American Beer Festival.
Nice.
So we have some great,
Yeah.
some great consultation from those guys, and they're helping us out a lot. They're relatively new in the market, and so they can provide us with real-time advice and lessons
they're
learned.
going through it now, what you'll be going through shortly,
Yeah,
so that's good.
absolutely.
That's good to know. This is real exciting stuff, Savannah, and if you're not in Savannah and you're watching this, you know what? You're going to be able to come down here on vacation and come visit these good folks and drink this good beer, and it's going to be coming soon. So this is excellent news, and we're all real excited to see this place being built out and seeing how it changes and grows. So it's going to be real exciting.
Yeah, my girlfriend is a huge part of our design and development process, and merchandise and tasting room design, and making sure that we have a strong theme and we stay true to the brand, because I get excited and want to go in all different directions. So the tasting room behind us will have two shipping containers, 40-foot shipping containers stacked on top of each other. One will serve as the back of the bar for the tasting room. The other will be a second floor conference room for our offices. When I was in Iraq, I spent 7 months living in one of those containers. And a lot of our soldiers did the same. So it's kind of that Service Brewing, veteran-owned and operated feel to it. She also is an artist, and so we'll be working with local artists to help us design tap handles for the R&D brews. So the brews that aren't in production, that are only available here, we'll be working with artists to help us design tap handles for those beers.
Really nice. That's a great idea.
Well, Savannah's really turned into a beer destination, and it's great to see another big operation joining the club.
Yeah, and it's been fantastic. I mean, Southbound Brewery has been a huge asset to us. Their doors are wide open, helping us and Coastal Empire as well. So we're trying to get the brewers together at least monthly to discuss everybody's challenges, to share information, resources, contacts, and so on. So it's a great business to be in when everybody collaborates. Certainly we're competing against each other with our beers, but it's a friendly company.
That's not the spirit of craft beer. Right. It's not to get the other guys out of business. It's to help out when they need it and all grow together. Yeah. Which is the big difference between the big companies and the small craft breweries. Yeah. So I can definitely see why they're patting you on the back and congratulating you and not worried about missing out on their business. Yeah. So.
Good.
Very good. Cheers.
Congratulations.
Thanks for having us out, and we will we'll see you at the bar. Cheers. Cheers.